Hey, what's up, everyone? This is Sacrificio, and I'm bringing you another series of tutorials here. This time we're talking about farming, and we're doing it with Hog Riders and Dragons. And I found a base that has a significant amount of loot. We're talking about 330,000 loot, not including the Dark Elixir. So I'm going to go right in with my Hog Riders and aim straight for those air defenses. Whoopsie daisy, looks like the traps have taken out most of my Hog Riders on the top and on the right. As you can see, I haven't upgraded my Hog Riders yet. I still have a fair amount of Dark Elixir to save before I can get there. So my Hog Riders are still relatively weak. This is going to prove to be a bit of a disaster on this particular attack, but let's see how much loot I can take down. We started the map, the attack with 6 dragons and 16 Hog Riders. I've seen plenty of people going for 4 dragons, plenty going for 5, and even going for 8 dragons in this strategy. I'm trialing a few different combinations. At the moment, I'm starting off with 6 dragons and 16 Hog Riders. Let's see how far I can get. In actual fact, even though those air defenses are still up and running, I'm getting a significant amount of loot if I can... Oh, my dragons turned left. Great. So I still have... Oh, look at those. Seeking air mine and air bomb, one after another. This attack seems to be a bit of a disaster. I've dropped my last dragon over on the right hand side here. I'm going to clear out these collectors. They don't seem to have a lot in them, so that's not helping me too much. Hopefully I can get into that gold storage before I get any trouble. Yeah, it looks like I'm going to be able to get both gold storages before I get any trouble from the air missiles. So, from the air defense, sorry. So, at least I will take down a significant amount of the resources, if not all of them. So I still have a little bit of gold, a little bit of elixir I need to take down. Definitely I'm not going to be getting any kind of 3-star victory here, but that's okay. Funnily enough, I almost got a 2-star. So there you have 154,000 gold, 85,000 elixir, 332 dark elixir. By the way, I have a translation ratio in my mind, and I'd be interested to hear your feedback. The dark elixir to regular elixir or gold is about 100 to 1 ratio. So 1 dark elixir is worth about 100 elixir. So I see 300 elixir worth about 30,000. 300 dark elixir worth about 30,000 elixir. Anyway, let's take a look at this next attack. So first of all, I had very nice air defenses. One very close to the top, one very close to the bottom. I was able to take out the bottom one relatively simply and quickly, and then the second one at the top followed soon after. So this time I'm just dropping 4 dragons, and I want to see if I can how much of the base I can take down with only 4 dragons. This makes it much more economical. If I can get through with only 4 dragons, then first of all, I don't need to wait as long for my next attack, because I only have 4 dragons to rebuild, and second, I don't waste as much money. As much elixir, I should say. The elixir to build one of the dragons at level 2 is the cost is 30,000 elixir, and it takes around 30 minutes. So that is a bit of a pain having to wait. Looks like my dragons are making a fair amount of progress on the resources. The only thing is those wizard towers, archer towers are having a bit of a go at them. So I'm not sure how far they're going to be able to make it. Regardless, I've gotten it down from a resource perspective pretty much all the way. Definitely an elixir, and now just a little bit more gold to go. So this has been a pretty successful attack, I would say. I potentially could have got away with using even less Hog Riders. I kind of went all out with the Hog Riders in this particular attack. I used 14 of them. At least I held back 2. Still 1 minute to go. I have a reasonable chance of actually 3-starring this level, which is always a nice bonus, especially when I'm relatively low on trophies at the moment. I'm down in the 1400s, and I wouldn't mind getting myself back to the Crystal League. It's going to be much easier for me to build up my Dark Elixir stash if I can get back to the Crystal League. No, there's still a few builders' huts on the outside of this map, so it doesn't look like I'm going to be able to get 3 stars. I'll drop my clan castle and see if I can at least get 2 stars with that town hall. 30 seconds to go. I should be able to 2-star this. Oh, nice bomb. Wow, we're really cutting it close, but yeah, I'll get this, no problem. I'm not willing to spend any more on this, but it's nice to get that extra star. Great stuff. So I would put that down as another successful attack. Not perfect, but pretty good. 155,000 gold, 130,000 elixir. Only 8 dark elixir, which is a bit frustrating. You see, it costs almost 400. It costs almost 600 dark elixir to build these guys. It's actually 640, I believe. And that's not cheap, It takes a lot for me at my level to get the dark elixir to be built up, and it's not easy for me to give it all away like that. So this time we have a lot of the elixir storages are actually filled up, and of course the gold mine's the same. The elixir collectors, I'm sorry, filled up, and the gold mine's the same. This is a really nice amount of loot. I'm actually willing to spend all of my resources to take all of the resources from this base. So if I have to use all 6 dragons, I'll do it. If I have to use all 16 Hog Riders, I'll do that as well. What I might do is drop my Barbarian King down the bottom here. Let's see. Wow, it's smooth sailing when you get a base like this, full of resources inside the collectors and gold mines. It's such a dream. Relatively simple to penetrate, simply because the air defenses were exposed on the outside. That's why it's so important to keep your air defenses on the inside, at least a second layer deep. If they're on the outer layer, they're very heavily exposed to a Hog Rider attack with followed up by dragons. This should be a pretty easy 3-star victory, actually. Ten Hog Riders, 4 dragons. Make that 3. 2 left. I must say, the thing about this strategy, it's pretty boring. The dragons just sort of fly around slowly. It takes them a long time to die. You just sort of sit here watching them. I'm not a big fan of sitting and watching. I like to have a bit of action. But anyway, whatever wins the loot. So I'll pull my clan castle out to take those last resources and use my Barbarian King. I like cutting it close with only 20 seconds to go. Would have been nice if I didn't have to use the clan castle, but there you have it. So there it is, 3-star victory. Oh my gosh, no, you must be joking. I didn't see that last builder's hut. Oh well, at least I cleaned up the loot. 204,000 gold, 285,000 elixir, not a bad take. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please subscribe to my channel at youtube.com/unyieldingsacrificio. See you next time. Bye bye.